Hey guys, I made some new display cabinets about 2 years ago, and I forgot to show y'all the new updated ones. I showed y'all the old ones, but I didn't show y'all these latest ones that I built. And you could see that little cabinet right there, how it's got the little coping that goes into that. That was the original cabinet. And I ended up like this little cabinet. It is 1/2 inch by 4.5 board fence, but it's Eastern cedar, and they're real cheap. I've got a bunch of them. They were like $1.70 at Home Depot at the time. I had built that one so it would fit on top of this cabinet. And when I put this one up here, it didn't fill this cabinet in, so I added that little section right there and tied it in with that little piece right there. And I started filling these in as much as I could. Now, right in here, I took the same cedar board, measured it up to where it fit inside here, and put me 2 shelves in the back. That way I could display in different, front, side, and angle to change up the display. That way it looks better. And if I ever want to, I could take a piece of plexiglass or Lextan and cut it out this size and put it in here, and that stuff will never get dusty. But even at the top of the cabinet, I had room because you could see that top shelf, or that first shelf is up a little bit, so I could put a whole line up there. And I kind of did the same on this side. And then that one, I just been throwing some stuff in there and all. I looked long and hard to find that a D20 to match that D20 tractor that I had restored. But as you can see, the 4950 Mercury is a favorite of mine, and this looks pretty neat. I was able to get, these are the big stuff, and you can see how I put a little bit smaller to fill these gaps in. That way it's all full all across there. Good ideas for you guys to do stuff like that. There's my old car that I ran for years. I was the first one to ever put a body kit on one, and ran it for much of years until the computer quit talking to the O2 sensor, and that was the end of that. But anyhow, on my small stuff, I use these blow mold cases, and I have a pretty good collection of these. And here's a lot of my AMC stuff. I'm big into AMC stuff, and at least 3/4 of that is AMC stuff. And then I got a final one over here that I'm working on. Now it's got a clear outer, which means that these don't get dust inside there, so I could pop that loose on the bottom, and if I ever find something that I don't have, I'll slide it in there. I just don't go out and just grab any old die-cast car. I get the ones I want, and put them in there like that. So, and as you can see on this cabinet, this is where I put all my motorcycle stuff. You can see on the side how I did the screws. And I measured each section out, but I left a higher room in the top because I had that bigger motorcycle right there. But This one you can see I got the Lextan on the front because I didn't want dust getting inside there. And I had room on top to put some pickups on top. And so Arlen Ness, yeah, he made a full-size bike of that yellow one, and he passed away about 2 years ago, so I hold that in high regard. I liked his designs and stuff, and that is my favorite, the 57 Chevy design, throw it into a motorcycle. And I have all these collection right here, which I need to expand because I got lots of room to put more in there and all. But about 2 years ago I had a back injury, and once I got to where I could get up and walk around, I get bored real quickly, and so I picked up a bunch of them boards, like I said, was fencing, and it was cheap, and I started building little cabinets like that. And you know, all it is getting, you know, when you cut each side equal. You know, if you have to, take 2 boards when you take that saw and cut them, and that way you have 2 cuts the exact same. And when I laid them shelves out, I think I put them all in at the same time, and did a radial arm or a chop saw and cut them so they're all the same length, you know. But yeah, these blow mold goes for around, you can get them in black and or white. I wanted the white to show it brings the color out of the cars more. And they were around $28, $30 on eBay, you know. But yeah, thought I'd get a chance to show you guys this stuff. You know, this will give you guys ideas on how to display. I had these all in boxes and stuff, and I was like, that's bull crap because you can't see them. Anything I got, I want on display. You know, and that's where I dug a lot of this stuff out. This is when I was a Boy Scout. My dad built it for me when I was about 9 years old, and raced it in Boy Scouts. I used this model in a play. I played Orville or Wilbur Wright. I can't remember which one I played, but I had to have a model airplane because I played one of them guys in a play. And then I wanted that one because I had restored a full-size one. But I have some loose ones. I just put them in there for now. You know, pictures of me at the sitting on a new Harley Davidson up in Pig Trail Harley Davidson, and that is at the Barber Museum about a year ago. And neat stuff. But anyhow, this is to give you guys ideas. And you see how I got a gap in between these 2 cabinets. So that's where I started putting these pictures I like and stuff. And as you could tell, I like AMC stuff. Yeah, you can see a Cadillac stuck up in there. But anyhow, this is to give you guys advice and ideas on how to display your stuff. So you guys have a good one, and we'll see you on the next video.